great year for Asia in general with Mongols, now TYLOO, and let's see how it goes.
Yeah, Prof and Dust, thank you for your thoughts. As you can all see at home, this one is ready to go. In fact, not ready to go. It has begun. So let's head on over to Niakai and Swift.
Straight in towards the action here. Already a kill coming through for Fluxo as Kai. No catch Mercury. Mazea's up close with the dualies. He wants to get right into the action. In half, we are flying into the fights here, just how we like the Counter-Strike. And, you know, in a spot like this is a really, really quite interesting game. Of course, both of these two sides have had pretty decent peaks, especially regionally, but also TYLOO has started to do it internationally. We saw, of course, at Fisher Playground, but they've fallen a little flat recently. This is the opportunity for redemption as Mazea. Most of those dualies, good work, and it's now back into a 4 versus 4. And Fluxo look a little confused about what they want to do.
Goodness me, all the way back in T-Spawn, just doing his job. That being said, all right, interesting. That being said, he does have the nades, is what I was going to point out. So you maybe want him
but now doesn't.
In the action. Yeah, I think they've thought about that. It's actually a super nuanced thing. I'll leave it for a second because I think we've got some action on the way here. As that smoke comes over the top, G on the new box will manage to find the head pretty cleanly. A great start into the defense here. You got the Julies up close, looking to get going, but he will be deleted. However, G keeps the kills coming in. AWPers and pistols. He will eventually be deleted, but he's just bought so much time, so much space, and you look at the HP bars here, not looking too good. In from the side comes Jamyoung. Potentially could have cleaned it up there and then, but he will get it done just a few seconds later. TYLOO to take the pistol.
Yeah.
Stop fighting for skins in the game. Visit Hellcase.
A bite missing from this Fluxo T side thus far. We're still very, very early, so the old conditioning and whatnot could be a factor here. They will get ahead of one of the CT smokes in good time, and Kai capitalizes. Mosaic just holding for some kind of a CT wrap. If he gets good timing, he could have cut that player off, but it's not going to happen. He's actually opting to move through the smoke himself. Mosaic, meanwhile, finds his kill. It's Mercury standing strong here on the other side of E-Box to be the hero, but Mosaic keeps him coming, apparently. The man advantage swinging in favor of TYLOO, eventually taken down, but G is up close and personal. Down to the one-on-one, only 4 HP. Surely not. Easy for the MP9. And TYLOO.
The AWP isn't always actually preferential. You know, we spoke about it a little bit earlier. Your AWP needs to be very good with a rifle, and Zevi in the past has been.
There's just not a lot happening in these rounds, though, from Fluxo. 50 seconds left on the clock, and they'll start moving forwards, but still got pretty firm belts of utility. It feels problematic, and of course, TYLOO will capitalize. Lukowski remains alone. He's got 4 to find in total. The first comes easy, but a lot more work going to be required here. Even to just get the bomb down, the slow creep round sees him off. And what is going on, you know? Fluxo just lacking.
Got a decent execute here, but this is where back where they go, and they're once again gonna test him. You're testing Jamyoung. Let's see.
Yeah, he's got support as well. The utility looks good, but Jamyoung on the nade manages to find the first, and he's in a pretty damn good position here. The sound is escaping him slightly. We'll get that trade in, but he's dealt with quickly. An advanced position from R and a missed spray down, I think entirely. Maybe landing one bullet, but a missed bullet from G costs him his life. So this is a complete mess, of course. That's how Art likes it. He does get traded out eventually, but maybe has done enough, keeping them at bay. Low HP onto Mercury, but Attacker. He has slipped through the eye of the needle here, looking for that headshot, cannot get it. And Descenti takes him down. Fluxo with their first round. Better late than never. And some of the extremities, the pop dog move. Dangerous, the tightest choke point on the map, but they're opting to put a lot of players in there. The sound cue is a distraction. Kai gets an easy find. Attacker, one is not going to be enough. But they're so far away from the site itself that all the shots have got to land. Kai with the 3-piece, Descenti finding the head of Mosaic as well. And it's crumbled. It's crumbled. I felt Fluxo putting too many chips in the same angle, but it works.
And proof in the pudding as well that Fluxo can build something towards the A side. Jamyoung, He scoops up the orb.
In the zone, he's like connected on another
He's
level.
grounded.
Man. Yeah, he's
Quite literally.
so grounded. He's so in the zone.
Yeah.
He can like feel the vibrations of the Counter-Strike.
Can he feel the vibrations of Jamyung one-tap and art?
Maybe.
Yeah.
To be honest, it reverberates pretty harshly there on the B-bomb site. A relatively big kill. Look, Art's run it back like 10 years, getting the Mach 10 in there early. It's not worked for him, but an automatic weapon can be deadly. We got the AWP trained in as well. A little too quick for G, but he's back on the angle. Just got to be careful. I think this round really pivots around him. Kazi, though, has managed to get in. If G had his gun out, there was a good chance that he could have responded. It is work from Lukowski, but all the same, he's in such a good spot, and they start to crunch in towards A now. It looks good from here, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, basically, G had to hit that first shot. Taka, one. Actually, a second here as well. There's a third potentially brewing, and Mosaic can start to make a bit of a move. The nade will soften him up, but Mosaic snuck on by Kai. Needs to be a little careful. Thankfully, he is. Kai so far has looked very, very sharp indeed. An attacker will be seen up. I think that round really, for me, is won and lost by G missing that initial shot. If he hits the first one towards Pop Dog, even if he has to fall immediately after, train plays out at the moment. 4 rounds T side already, even if it was the end at this point. It's not terrible. It's absolutely workable in the current kind of scope of things. So I'm impressed with what I've seen from Fluxo. They looked a lot better, but a freebie for Mercury there.
Oh, nice flash. They unfortunately can't capitalize on that CT end of things, so a big response. And listen, man, I hope Maui is watching this one tentatively, because Kai is kind of popping off.
Yeah, he's looking good.
To be honest. Really, really clean from him in some of these rounds. Art, though, big kill. Pretty good spot for him. I think this could potentially go overlooked. And he actually has a number of angles. The bomb has crossed. Can he deny? He's looking for any kind of an opportunity. He's played it so very slowly here, maybe even too slowly, to be honest. But he evens up the numbers. Meanwhile, edge of the smoke from both sides here. This is going to get somewhat messy. Trade is immediate from Mercury, who remains pretty damn low. G's going to have to do some heavy lifting moving forwards, and he does. A big kill onto Kai, leaves Art to do everything. The secondary AWP spots out a barrel and knows that they're pretty much on top of each other. Mercury tapping onto the bomb. The spam is there. You needed to hold it, Mercury.
Yeah.
You've not got a kit. Your only option was to hold. He gets the kill, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you had to stick it there. You know, it's an orb, right? So if anything, if you're going to stick it against any gun.
Walk in the grass with no shoes on kind of vibe. I think that's what this guy's trying to hit. He's a very spiritual.
Instead.
Probably done some Pilates this morning, you know, just get himself in the zone.
Yeah, but walking on the grass on the sand, he's just gripping carpet. But whatever, we're back into it. Mercury going to find the first as Lukowski will trade attacker in that smoke. That nade should see him off, and it will. He leaves a flash as his body hits the deck. The numbers looking good for Fluxo. They're flying in towards the fight, and this Art style of calling seems to be putting pressure on TYLOO. The numbers once again go in their favor. 3 versus 2 now. But it's Jamyung and Mosaic. If you're going to put anybody to really step up here, Jamyung, who's 16-5, and Mosaic backside. Does he spot a leg there?
There's a knee.
Yeah, he
There's
can
definitely
spot
a knee there. There's definitely a knee. It doesn't matter. He goes down on the flank anyway, but there was definitely a kill on the cards.
What's new here today? The Slack, trash, yeah, like always. What? Holy shit! Whoa! What? Where am I?
Do you want to try?
Yes, I do.
Don't think. Come on.
Stop fighting for skins in the game. Visit Hellcase.
Lost Art briefly, we've got him back. And the tech issues have subsided, and TYLOO are going to go quick, this time towards A. Initially, we're going for a quick B hit before the tech issue here. And they changed things up, and it might have actually worked out in their favor. Someone looking down from upon high. Bomb goes down, man advantage. TYLOO in a good spot.
Yeah, they were very ready for that boost, and I feel like it has thrown Fluxo for 6. They're looking a little worse for wear. The timing is crazy. Descentian from behind will manage to clear out A main, so forced to make a move here, TYLOO, and it's not going to work out. They're very, very crisp on these USPs. Still the Glocks, it can turn in an instant.
Wow.
Not going to happen here. Just about on the line. I think there is enough time to get this defuse in, but it's pretty close for Fluxo.
Yeah,
They're all
they'll be
good, but it
They'll be
is
good.
pretty close. It is certainly close there.
I mean, they've run away because they don't believe that it might be good, but...
So this could get interesting for sure. A great angle for it, kind of a classic angle
Yeah.
for it, in fact. Art on the UMP. Why that over the MP9? I don't think we'll ever know, but once in a while, a pro does like to pull it out. The smoke going down to try and keep him alive. It's a good Molotov. Jamyoung does take a lot of damage, but he finds the kill. Art in the smoke, not going to get anything done, man. And Lukowski trying to hold the line. Can't deny the bomb plant for now. Does even up the numbers. It's all on these flanking moves, however. Mosaic is late, but it's actually in a very, very good position if this goes well for him. Very good now. He might even get away with a couple, but he strikes early. He's going to take it. Kai trades him out. It's still looking very, very good at the moment for TYLOO. There's no kit available for these remaining players, so they had to get a step on, and they will fall flat. TYLOO right back on the board.
Yeah, and
Already, it's just a case of whether they can do so again. It looks to be a B finish here. The utility is solid. Again, can they find these early kills? In through the smoke, the flash is pretty damn good, though. Descenti is so blind. They're both forced into the Molotov. Zevi has done a lot of work, actually, to just keep the hopes of this round alive, but I don't know that it's necessarily going to be enough. Double digits right around the corner for TYLOO. Lukowski too far away to do anything. That will be the round in favor of the T side, and man, so well executed. The utility, the flashes were so good.
yeah, it's fundamentally such a simple round, right? But it's just so well done. I mean, it's one of the decisions of all time. We'll see long term whether it pans out, especially if this round does nothing. That's going to be an awful call in hindsight. I'll spin up close to the 5-7. He spotted the bomb because the bomb that's chasing them down. They're walking in towards the gun tip, but will they expect the Senti? They don't! So the drop rifle's looking pretty damn good right about now as he's dropped the bomb at his feet. 25 seconds, TYLOO are so far away. So the sacrifice of the potential of an AWP in the next round for the Senti to have a rifle could have all been for something here. And it's all on the shoulders of now Kai and a 5-7, but they've salvaged the bomb. They're still going to get it down.
Oh no, big kill comes round, and he will see off Jamyoung. Goodness me, there's something in the air of that round. You can see it unfolding, you can see it happening. And TYLOO are punished massively, so we're going to see now. That could have a big ripple effect.
Yeah, it really could swing the door quite wide open now for Fluxo. Let's see. That call to drop looking very good, and it starts very good for Kai as he gets 2. Lukowski will add one of his own as well to leave it down to 2 for TYLOO. G and Mercury going to bail them out of a bad spot here. And it looks like that might not be the case. I mean, it's a 1 versus 2 here, but it's Kai who swings in. His 3rd kill of the round. Even more indication that things are going well. Mentally, Fluxo got to be feeling good, knowing we're putting pressure on them. They're panicking a little bit.
Lovely early smoke. Coming to a NART video near you soon, I am sure. Lukowski, keen find through the smoke, however. That's far more important than your lineups. A big kill. Looking to even things up. Mosaic angry. Mercury trying to join him, maybe reluctantly. Bomb on his back and now on the floor. Lukowski, though. It's frustrating to watch, and he will be punished for it. Just on the edge of this smoke. Trying to see if he can spot anything cheeky. Not going to be the case. Bomb has just been scooped up. They could try and get out here. Could try and look towards B, but it seems they will commit towards their A. Play. Arts. Only one. Down to Zevi here. Fake plant comes in, and Zevi is not biting on this AWP. Trained on the angle, just playing things patiently, hoping the peak comes his way. Jamyoung with all but 2 bullets. The USP is out, and he is gifted the kill. It doesn't feel right here. Utility will come out. They're looking pretty heavily towards Heaven. It's more of a fake out on the A site as well, and it might just have worked. The biggest sell you've ever seen from Mercury with that kill. They catch one in the side. However, the trades are back in. They've conceded a bomb plant. Doesn't matter so much. You just need to get the round on the board. Crack angle doesn't quite result in the kill. It's a lot of 50-50 situations here, and it seems TYLOO are coming out on top of most of them. Descenti with only 8 bullets and 49 points of HP does not look good. Lukowski tests the water. It's far too hot for him, so he will back off. TYLOO wrestle back their lead.
Yeah, and for TYLOO, I mean, it's far from the cleanest round we've seen from them, but all that matters is it is a round for them, right? And that's the main thing. It's just shutting down this tempo that Fluxo was starting to set. It's shutting down this momentum.
Where, you know, they're trying to imitate a game almost.
Yeah.
It's like the arms are like first person.
Yeah.
It looks cool. It looks cool. It's a nice angle. Mixing things up out of the spawn. That's exactly what TYLOO are looking to do as well here. The pace.
Oh my god.
Only Art knows about these angles. He's wormed his way in. That is crazy.
Mercury
that is crazy.
It's gonna be so tilted. Saying like, Jamie, like, yo, like he's in ramp. Like, did you not see him? What was that pop flash for? He did all this like pop flash and swing behind the pillar. All that for nothing. So that's a real tilting one for Mercury. Speaking of pop flashes, that one missed. So
no one there.
yeah, doesn't matter, I guess, in the end of the day. Now what do you do for TYLOO, right? So the initial plan, upper brown holds control, and then probably a pop move in towards B, which has obviously worked for them as we saw in the round prior, but now this has changed. Oh, if Kai didn't move, this is a really strong position. He's now stuck. He can't get out. And now he's going to be peppered with util, so he's dead, basically. There's nothing really he can do here. Yeah, he will fall to the flames, but that's unfortunate. If he'd actually just stayed tucked there and didn't peek, it's a game changer of a position.
Yes. Yes, but it's sort of, what is your job in that position? Is it info? Is it kills? Is it just holding the angle? Speaking of holding, attacker Mouse 1 marries up well. Art will trade him out. Art keeps going, actually, and Zevi, another opportune position that is kind of squandered. Art on the bomb train, though. This looks like the game-winning position, potentially. He's got so much info. Ooh, there's just no time. There's just no time.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. A very messy round all around, to be honest. Some really weird moments, but when the dust settles, it's Fluxo that awkward to get through, but in reality, not a likely round for Fluxo. They pull it out of the bag. And they're looking to do it once again. Art shoulders out. Good God, they're so blind, and it will be hugely beneficial to Fluxo. Oh my goodness, a mess though as G finishes off 2. Still the player in on the site itself. He can't get through onto the site. It's another mess, and there's no... Wait, what a call! 11-11. Rush ramp. What are you doing? And that's what happens. Goodness me.
They also... So the initial 2 guys, obviously one of the more important ones being Jam Young. I'll come back to that in a second. There's still a world here from Mosaic. It's a 1v3 and 1 versus 2, but he just has no idea what the setup is here. I mean, breaking it down itself is hard, but I'll go into what I'm saying. So Attacker and Jam Young making their way to ramp. They get blinded. Now, good timing on the molly.
Very good timing, actually, just as these smokes start coming out. Not going to deter them, though. They'll wait for the Molotov to go down. There's, again, some weird positions here out from the CT side as they're happy to take the fights. Lukowski with a keen find, looking for a bit more, and he will indeed get it. G is low. The bomb starts to get punched in. G up top, looking to be the hero. It's a difficult comp to get across, and Lukowski doesn't know where to look. Suddenly the round is on. Suddenly the round is doable, and the overtime is right there for the taking. TYLOO pipped to the post, perhaps, and they will be kicking themselves if they cannot convert this. Mosaic, unknown, low ammunition. There's the kit available for Descenti, but you can feel the pressure building up as that bomb ticks and ticks and ticks, and they just don't know how to get in. Descenti doesn't know it. If he moved a bit faster, they're so very low. He could force these fights. It's not going to happen, though, and we have our first overtime hit.
Yeah. Do you know what? Fair play. I feel like for Fluxo, just a little bit too timid in that retake. You've got to actually just put a little bit more normal. You know, Art likes to pick it up as well. So, let's see how do things change for Fluxo. It's a bad round to lose, too much respect shown. And this is a bit of a more bold move. I like this. Bit of proactivity. The pop flash is a nice idea, but it just doesn't affect Mercury. That was a very small thing. In a weird way for Zevi. The way he fell back after that molly was made me really nervous. He kind of just falls back in the open. Attacker could have swung behind that molly so easily, but... And then he's sort of in the open, Utah in hand. Doesn't matter, it seems. Kai and Zevi, while both blind, find a kill. Zevi spots another. It's a hopeful shot at somebody swinging, but it's not going to be the case. It's information that's being gained here by Lukowski as he gets yet another 2 kills for him. And the last man seen off by Art. So the double orb, both of them get a kill. And you lose a 5 versus 4. And in a very flat manner, where actually there's only one more casualty on top of that. It's not a great way to lose that round. I mean, there's never a good way, but it's a pretty damning one.
Yes, that is true. Of all the ways to do it, attacker, will be gifted a little there. They overlooked him, and it ends up only being one. A very good push, a very good flash. But Fluxo get unlucky. We've got the double orbs out once again. Zevi will chime in. Art misses his. Zevi traded out, so still an advantage for TYLOO to work with, but they've got to make their way towards this site. There's the overlooked player, Descenti. His element of surprise is gone, and he's punished for missing that spray down, as he so should be.
For this TYLOO side at the moment, G's having his moments, but it's quieting down recently. I'm just not seeing maybe enough out of Mosaic and Mercury, especially considering we know the skill ceiling of them. So, Zevi, he's come to life a little bit in towards OT, but Jamyong and Attacker, they combine. Lukowski, they spam the close angle, but they don't confirm anything. So he's in the behind, in the backlines here. Spotted where Attacker is. He might lose track of him, but Art won't. And there's also Jamyong backside. Really, what do you do if you're G here? 1 versus 3. He's flashed and he's seen off by Zevi. So it will be the half, 1 out by Fluxo. Oh my god, do we need it? But for Fluxo, they also have that fantastic 6-round-in-a-row streak on the T side to see off the first half, and they're hoping to tap back into that. Art up close, he's going to be tested. Mercury and Attack around this corner. If he peeks dry, he's dead. But he does get one before falling. That's not bad, but the flash. Descenti is full blind and Attacker falls.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous to get away with. G's gone wild. Listen, man. If you need a job doing, do it yourself. He will retrieve the AWP as well and make his way out of there. So a big kill to even things back up for that CT side. And now Fluxo have to be very careful. They do have some utility. It's the orbs that you worry about, but maybe it's the M4 you should worry about. Maybe it's the timing of Jamyong you should worry about. In and out, like a ghost, will manage to net 1, and he's actually repositioned really well there, playing off of the sound, the predicted reaction to said sound. Very, very well done to net the round-winning kill.
Yeah, maybe a really bold call from me here, but Jamyong's pretty good at Counter-Strike. Just so smart, isn't he? And
I think that's fair.
It comes back to a conversation that we had, again, a long time ago when things were not looking good for Flux on the T side. Stop testing him. Just, like, give up on this idea of trying to contact down towards B, because they tried these contact plays towards B
this year. I think they were hoping to return to them, but unfortunately, a game like this, exciting, but maybe an indictment of what we can expect from TYLOO. And also what we could expect from Fluxo. Some very good pieces on this team. Zevi being one of them. Quiet in regulation, but his impact really being felt here into the overtime. Massive kill. Gives them a lot of options now. Do they press the attack towards B? Do they move towards A? anybody's guess. TYLOO have to get it right, and unfortunately, Mercury will get it wrong. The AWP out in the hands of Mosaic, looking to try and be the damage maker. Attacker from behind potentially could have gotten more there if he played the patient game. So it is all on a knife's edge. Just the slim advantage for Fluxo to work with the dangerous cross. But it will indeed be prevailed. The bomb going to go down, and now the AWPs on this retake. You do not fancy them.
No, not a double AWP retake of all things. This is so difficult. Is there a rifle to pick up? I mean, it really would make life a lot easier, but peeking in towards Zevi, Gio loses head, and it's all on the shoulders of Mosaic. 1 versus 3 with this AWP. There is no chance. He spotted one, but unscopes at the worst possible time. Desenchi deletes him. And that'll be Fluxo once again through ramp, and then we can kind of go a bit more proactive here, but that's actually really costly. And then as the smoke's fading, he's trying to fall away, but he doesn't give himself enough time. He once again is going to go aggro. This time it's with the support of Mercury, but it's G who throws the flash to send them in. So proactivity is TYLOO trying to once again test up a Brown. And it's Jam Young opening things up with him still in the server. Chances for TYLOO are good. Art, where are we looking? Not close, that's for sure. Could be another map point squandered for Fluxo, potentially, unless Desenchi's got anything to say about it.
Oh, I mean, a little overstep, you would argue.
It's the bomb.
So it has handed things to TYLOO quite nicely. G will take that, and we go again.
Let's see. Double OT. Magic number we're now looking for is 19. It starts well. He got the spawn. Only good for one. Art quick on the trade. Was playing through ramp on that CT side. So knows how to clear it on the T side.
Crazy work. Looking very, very good as the dust settles. TYLOO trying to pick up the pieces here towards this B bomb site, and it does seem the bomb itself will finish over here. A lot of time on that clock, however, a lot of time for some aggression or a mistake or maybe a lurking presence from Lucalzi. Perhaps let him get activated. He's found a kill. He's moving forwards quickly. All of a sudden, they're left guessing, but in the interim, the aggression from Mercury is effective. Lucalzi keeps going. And now where's the bomb going? This is, again, getting out of hand. Oh, man.
Oh, my.
A kill was there for Kai. He doesn't get it. He will confirm the bomb plant, but now Lucalzi's 100 million miles away. So this is such a mess. Keen find from Jam Young pretty early on into the retake as well. Very important to find that kill and just eliminate that particular angle. Kai then left in this 1 versus 2 clutch, and it's a lot to ask of him. He's pretty healthy. He is pretty healthy.
Got Yuzo.
This is certainly doable. They have to know about him. Eventually, they do seem to have their eyes on heaven, but left guessing, not a lot of time. He reveals himself, tap onto the bomb. It's so well played. Just use that time to your advantage. There is a dink that lands, but it's not enough, and Kai will get it over the line.
Didn't even need the Yuto in the end as well, but he had a molly, flash, and a HE. He's had some really big moments, and it was the T side actually where he was doing his best work all the way back in that first half. So, Kai back to a bit of his best. And if you can get that combination of Kai, Lucalzi, Desenchi, all finding their form, it's a difficult sort of three-pronged attack for TYLOO to deal with, but they start well. They get rid of one of them as Lucalzi caught early. Aggression coming through. It's Mercury who opens the door. A lot of damage is being dealt here. G's got to hit this shot, and he does. He catches Art.
Been looking good. We've talked about ebbs and flows of players. G seems to have picked up the past few rounds on this AWP. A little more in his element. And he keeps proving my point with the kills. Kai and Desenchi kind of out on an island. They've got to recover the bomb back in main. I don't think this one's going to happen for them, so the back and forth does continue here now. And the game, as yet, undecided. Nobody seems to be able to streak away in this second bout of overtime. Trade is there, but, you know, 35 seconds and so much ground to make up against 5 players in total, technically speaking, but 4 that still remain standing, and they will make it abundantly clear that you're not getting into A for free. 16-16.
Yeah, really back and forth, but really puts you in a nice spot. You just don't want to allow Fluxo to have that bit of breathing room before then heading in towards the CT side. This is a very back and forth game. It's so difficult to predict right now. It really is. As you put it, the ebbs and flow of not only the individuals, but the teams as G and Attacker find the opening kills. Attacker while jumping up, no less. He's got the right idea as Art lurks behind that smoke. If he can keep his crosshair trained, there should be one on the cards. Right idea. Who spots who first? It will be Attacker. Wins out the Agile head-to-head.
Correctly. Still, always a chance in the game of Counter-Strike. Descenti spots out a leg. He's been seen himself. He's definitely known about now. Just trying to distract away, maybe take a number or 2. It's only 1. And they are happy to give this bomb space. Hidden away. Oh, back heaven. It's a keen find. The nade goes in to finish things off. And Jam Young, an enjoyer. Mosaic moving fast to make his way in towards Ivy, but he's dealt with. I thought he was in a very good spot to get something done there. Zevi going to start popping shots off. Nothing lands for him, but this is, well, a quick round, to say the least. A highly unsuccessful round for TYLOO, unfortunately. I think they also are like, yeah, let's get to 18. Let's get to 18. Let's get out there. Let's kill them. But not much thought behind the eyes, so to speak, for TYLOO.
Mercury. He did spot one, yeah, and he actually will catch him. Down goes Zevi, but chances of winning this are so slim. Bomb on his back is the one positive. But where do you go? What do you do? How does he piece together this puzzle of what the setup's looking like? 2 towards A, double stacked in Con, and the other player being old. Surely no chance. They will send one back towards that B site, but it's the org of the Sentry that'll see it off as Fluxo tie this game back up.
So time to do the opposite, which is no mean feat. A missed shot on the AWP, though, is a relatively good omen to kick things off here for TYLOO. Replenishment of the smokes. Not necessarily being asked to do that. Art, great angle, though. He's able to drop back, take another look. A wild cross coming in. G's going to fall in the meanwhile, and goodness me, Mosaic, a fair move in isolation, but the rest of the team not really able to get anything going. And Mercury, your days are numbered.
I actually love it. He wanted to make him panic just for the fun of it.
Cool, or is it just sort of desperate?
Yeah. Also, I'm assuming with Lucas it was spawn-based.
Probably.
Well.
And he's got an idea, and it's pretty effective. Nice find from him. Here's another coming his way. Yes. We love a no-scope. And he will indeed get it done. G trades. But the advantage is solid. And they've not really gained all that much ground on the side of TYLOO. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. You've got Mercury on the Tech 9. So this really gets shaky from here on in. They're all very split. I think the information is starting to be gathered as well on where these remaining T-side players are. Oh my, that was the round. That was the game, in all honesty. And it might just have given TYLOO away back in. Jam Young, 41. Looking for the 42nd. He will get the bomb plant. Zevi slowly creeping in here. And just has to hope and pray that he goes overlooked, that it's an angle Jam Young doesn't consider. At the moment, quite the opposite. He is trained in on Icon. Pistol out, and Jam Young will get it done. We go again. I didn't catch who it was, but whoever missed that spray. There's a good position as Lukowski has given him leave to go for the aggression. And he will take the kill, and the Molotov doesn't really force him away. So this is now an area that they control pretty handily on that Fluxo side.
And he can actually just fall away as well. Unfortunately, Mosaic can't really hold for him to fall back. He's dropping the util. Who knows about this, but it's a missed shot. Tough 1-2 miss. They know they're trying to scale out. He spotted the player E-box, but he just doesn't click.
Lukowski, maybe a little bit more going to be required from him. Zevi as well, in such a weird spot with the orb at the moment. 4 no-scopes. Leaves it all down to G, and he will miss his shot when called upon. Fluxo, rightfully so. Take it over the line, and it's Zevi. I mean, it's expensive to keep going on that CT side, though. That's the big thing, so you need a few wins in the back pocket. Strange. Very strange setup that TYLOO just abused. The players able to get down ramp a little too easily, and Fluxo seem to have forgotten where they are. I mean, that is a very strange B setup that just does not work at all.
Yeah, and also not only is it a strange setup, but then
a bit of aggression coming round from Fluxo, but nothing coming off the back of it. It is again getting the AWP to lock out an area. The flash is good, but the shot is better. Oh, the trade is nice, however. Kind of worked your way into a corner there. Zevi is around to maintain the man advantage. And Fluxo walk away with a slim...
Setting up, there's 3 players to meet them in the direction of B here. This might be a bloodbath. Molly will come down to force Art away, but he sets himself up on the edge of that barrel, which the Molly doesn't actually touch. And he spams for 1. Mosaic gets 2. Hang on. Rounds back on. It's all on the shoulders of Kai. He's had some nice moments throughout this series, Kai, but he's called upon in a big clutch. A 1 versus 2. All on the shoulders of the youngster. And G's holding. Mosaic turns back around. That is a wild one for TYLOO to recover. I like the proactivity here. It's something that's worked quite well for TYLOO, and I'm hoping it'll work well for them. Shoulder spotted for Attacker. He's doing a lot of damage, but he can't get the kill. It's a Sentry for 1, but only a respect that comes through. It's a bold move by Lukowski, and running out of ammo, opting for the pistol, but Mercury, his job was done.
They are on the way to his angle. He has to get one. He has to get away. I don't know if he can escape, but the quick scopes are indeed quick. Art will trade him out, but he is left very, very low indeed. Maybe wanted to be the guy getting traded rather than doing the trading, but we'll see here. He needs to net this round, in all honesty. All those nice bomb plant benefits you can get. Not going to be enough. Fake out comes in, but he's tracked. He's finished off, and TYLOO, match point.
Yeah, that is a heroic moment coming through there from G. But now or never. Like we said, first to 22. And TYLOO are right on the cusp. And deservedly so as well, especially in towards OT3. Looked a lot cleaner. 2 rounds on the T side and very good CT side. It is immaculate util uses to just shut down the initial A presence, and the AWP of G is there. 2 versus 3, numbers favor TYLOO.
G at the back end of the site. It's Mosaic as well, looking to thread the needle through here. Oh my goodness. They both win their fights. The most important fights of the game thus far, and it's given them a way back in.
There's Jamyoung.
One plant coming through. Jamyoung just looking for the head. Oh man, he just completely overlooks Pop Dog. I thought maybe there was a moment where that might work, but unfortunately not in the end. Oh, could be big here for Mosaic. They're watching him, but he just peaks at the perfect time. And now it's a question, does he stick around? Does he go for another?
No way.
Yes, he does. He gets away with it, the one-man army. And that is exactly what TYLOO needed. Perfect 2-piece, shutting off that angle of the map. Absolutely brilliant.
It's a mental choice to fight there, though. You can fall away. And he looked at it, he's like, I'm going to fall away. Actually, nah, do you know what I am? And Pop flashes himself in. And that alone could be what wins in the round.
Looking good here, moving out through heaven. Jamyoung just trying to draw attention towards him. The position is a hell of a lot better from Mercury, and he will capitalize. TYLOO get it over the line. In the end, it is hard fought. It is a lot of work, but they will indeed take it. I think you've heard quite enough from myself and Neo. We're going to throw it back to the desk.